What's up, everybody, man? I'm just keep it straight with y'all, man. Look, man, we see it and we hear it time and time again, man. Every time, heartbreaking situations come, somebody pass or something like that, people want to squash things. People want to come and make amends during heartbreaking situations. And that's fine, because who am I to tell people that, they can't come together at certain times? But we see it. It don't even take a celebrity death. You know what I'm saying? It could just be death in our family. It could be death with one of our friends, man. We come together, heartbroken, heavy hearts, and we talk about giving people their flowers while they still here. 2 weeks after a person in the ground, we back to being our same self, back on our same bullshit, distancing ourselves from each other. Nothing ever happened. Like I said, I'm not, who am I to tell somebody, when they need to squash and come to amends, but I'm a person that feel like trying to come to amends with heavy sorrow in the air and heavy heartbreak in the air. It's just fake. It's just false, man, because you had multiple opportunities and times to squash that shit when I was on my high horse or when you was on your high horse when the levels were high. You know what I'm saying? Under false feelings and under false emotions, it's not a good time. If we gonna give people their flowers while they heal, man, let's give it to them while they heal. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna break shit up, let's break it up. Let's break it up, while we good, while we feeling good, while we feeling untouchable, and while we feeling invincible, and while we feeling like we don't need so and so person. Let's break that shit up then, man, because trying to do it under the false narrative of heartbreak and sorrow, and when the sorrow wears off, man, we back to the same thing. We see it all the time, man. We see it with our own families. So, man, we just got to do better as people, man. We got to do better as people. We got to come together under better circumstances, man. It's simple as that. We just got to come together under better circumstances. I mean, when the sorrow wears off, man, and the sting comes back from whatever you had issues with somebody with, man, don't use people's, death. Don't use people's death in vain, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I see a lot of people be using people's death in vain, man. I'm doing it for this person. I'm doing it for this person. Man, you couldn't do it for that person while they was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we always using people's death in vain, man? You know what I'm saying? Or using people's trauma in vain. I'm gonna stop doing this. It's just like New Year's resolutions, man. That shit in, 2 weeks later, we back to doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta understand, man, sorrow, pain, and death, it wears off after a while. Reality kicks back in. So what we gonna do when reality kick back in? You know what I'm saying? So I just hate the fact that people use people's death in vain. I never been a big fan of that. I never been the type to come and make amends under false emotions like that. I don't mind people meeting and greeting. Man, I ain't seen in a long time. We gonna chop it up, let this situation die down. You know what I'm saying? Let this situation breathe for a while. And then we gonna chop it up after this situation die down, because I don't want to come to you under false pretenses, false notions, false motions, false emotions, and all that stuff like that. So when the sorrow wears off, or before the sorrow even comes, man, let's do what we gotta do before that comes, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be our brother's keeper and our sister's keeper before the sorrow comes and before the sorrow leaves. You know what I'm saying? Before the trauma comes. Let's do that. Let's do that while everybody is feeling good and feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it then. Why we always gotta wait till, I understand trauma has a way of restoring perspective. I get it. Trauma, heartache, death, pain has a way of restoring perspective. I get it. But man, let's do it before we get to that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because as you see, man, some people go to the grave, man, and you don't get to make amends with people. because you're so stubborn and you're so prideful. So now a person goes to the other side and you don't get to clear your chest. And that's eating at you for the rest of your life because you got unfinished business. You know what I mean? So let's not leave this earth with unfinished business. Let's get it out in the open, man. Come to your brother, come to your sister, get what's off your chest, talk to them as adults, put your pride to the side, put your irrationalness to the side, put your emotions to the side and say, man, I really got some discrepancies with you. It ain't nothing for me. It ain't like we gotta go beefing. We ain't gotta get physical over it, but I just got some stuff I got to chop it up with you about. You know what I'm saying? We gotta clear the out. You know what I'm saying? We adults. We adults. We can smooth this thing out without it getting to a damaging situation, without people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because when you dying or when you dead, man, none of the material shit matters, man. None of the stuff, predominantly none of the stuff that's left on the side when you dead don't matter. Because you're not gonna know about it anyway. You don't know, you ain't gonna know where your money gonna go and who gonna spend it. You ain't gonna know about your materials, your houses, your cars. Only thing you're gonna have over here left on this side is family. And it's family and friends that you have unfinished business with. You know what I'm saying? So let's squash the business, man, before things get too late, man. Like I said, because we don't know the day of the time, people. We don't know the day of the time.